A regular season, there's no way around it. You have to play it.
Also, it's one of my favorite maps because you can really just let the terrorist side bait themselves into a trap. You can play it passive enough, CT sided in my opinion.
Yeah. So let's see where this goes. We are going to have OverGaming, like I said, starting on the T side with Kyrie, Musembani, Flippin, Mason, and Loey up against iBUYPOWER, which is Skadoodle, AZK, Steel, Daze, and Swag. And of course, we do have the CT side getting smoked out here by the big garage. Meanwhile, we do have Swag and Steel still kind of playing towards upper. They are popping those vents. The bomb's actually waiting outside of Hut, so this could be a fake press into Secret and then maybe eventually some type of upper play based on the positioning of Musembani and Kyrie. Or they could actually just go into ramp and try to split lower. Not really sure just quite yet, though Swag does pick up your opening frag. Loey going to be battling it out with Swag in the vents. Does grab the kill, but going to come straight to upper. And here comes that upper hit I was talking about, but we do still have Steel inside the rafters. Picks up one frag, but Kyrie trades right back. Skadoodle trading himself, and the frags are just going back and forth into a 3 versus 2. Musembani and Kyrie are left for OG, but now it's just Musembani after Skadoodle's frag. The only good thing is that there are some low health players on iBUYPOWER left. Musembani still at 70, so you might be able to catch this frag with AZK in the lobby, and he does. So now 1 versus 2, Daze at 9 HP, but Musembani is also down to 29, so definitely at a disadvantage here. But he has 30 seconds to play around with. He has the bomb. It is going to be Daze inside Heaven, Skadoodle in mini, and he is just going to try to force his way into upper, and Daze is going to light him up instantly. And so iBUYPOWER will take the first round. They're up 1-0.
I'm going to make an interesting counterpoint. I know, obviously, iBUYPOWER did take the round, and they were very patient in doing so. Their Heaven positioning very strong. Also, want to note already, Steel jumping out with that Swag 7, 2 of them.
And AZK.
Man, it's
get that $900 a pop.
Well, it's a map that you can just sit on top of Hut and just wait for them. But what I want to make a point of is OverGaming did a really good job of exploiting all angles of the map, and that tells me that they do have a pretty good terrorist setup if they can get to it. They got outside, they got into the vents, they worked upper. They might have just overstepped their mark a little bit in that round, but watch out, because I think these guys have good presence already. Just wait it out here, see what happens. Already smokes down in radio room. That's going to delay anything coming out from the T side. They've gone for the CZ75, not surprising. Loey, though, going a little bit old school as he holds on to that P250. Also wanting out Skadoodle, as you can see, firing away with that 5-7. He's going to hold on one more round and get to his op. And on this map, man, oh man, outside is closed for business. And outside can make a huge difference for terrorists right now.
Look at this boost on Catwalk I think Musembani is trying to do here. Let's see if he can make the jump. Not sure if he got it. Looks like he did get up there. It's actually going to be Loey. I don't know if anybody's spotted Loey yet.
Man, clutch. And there is actually a player that just went into the rafters through Heaven. So
this could be nice.
Could be very good. Swag's going to get a shot on Kyrie. That's going to open things up a little bit. But man, oh man. Just tiptoe through the roses. Loey's going to try and get inside of Heaven. He's already there. But where's the player that was rafters? He's dropped down. But it still gives him good positioning. He actually spots Steel going into the vents. That's going to make it easy for Flippin, who was down there. Great call by his teammate just from positioning. And that's going to get a quick frag with that Swag 7. Another one from Mason. Nice play. Swag goes down. Skadoodle is going to respond into Flippin, but the bomb is planted. This is an eco round to watch out. I said it. Their map presence was strong, even though they lost the pistol round. And again, this time, they get great awareness and great positioning to allow them to get that bomb down. And already going to fire away one player at Tetris. Mason's going to pop out from Hut. He didn't know he was there. He will get one frag. That nade just missing out on Loey, and that's going to make things awkward for Daze. He's in a 2v1. Good health situation, as it is 13 against, 13 to 33, but Mason, the awareness, and there's an eco. OverGaming. I said it, man. These guys look like they are organized on this map.
They really do. That was impressive. I mean, of course, we had the boost with Loey that I was mentioning and kind of highlighted there, but also a great job by the rest of the team actually getting their hands on one of those Mag 7s and actually using it against iBUYPOWER. But look at iBUYPOWER. Look at how aggressive they are. They do go ahead and head armor 3 CZs, and they pick up an M4 and Skadoodle, and Swag's going to have that Swag 7. So
yeah, Skadoodle was in a position where he was saving for that op, but at least now he can get a rifle.
I mean, they're pretty much going for broke right here to try to go ahead and fight right back. I mean, getting eco'd on a second round like that is definitely devastating, and they want to just come right back at OverGaming as quickly as possible. Though OverGaming does have 3 AKs to their name, we do see Musembani sneaking his way into hell. Might be able to pick up a surprise frag here on Skadoodle, who's going to be watching ramp from this area. If Musembani just keeps sneaking his way into ramp, he could pick up Skadoodle for free, and that is the one person that has a rifle on his team. Did he see the barrel? I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Wow, the other guy's looking at the corner.
Look at him go. 2 frags, and here comes OverGaming with a great pinch onto the ramp room.
Musembani, the patience, man. That's impressive.
That was absolutely great and smart play there from OverGaming. As now Steel and Swag are going to remain. Swag is going to be at lower with that Mag 7, trying to pop out here on the ramp and grab a frag. Does some damage, but still gets taken down by Mason. And so now Steel is left, looking around, trying to see if he can find a gun. Musambani is still here on the ramp with the FAMAS. And so maybe Steel can sniff him out. He does spot him. He gets the frag. Nice headshot there. But he's actually not even going to go for that.
No, doesn't want to contest. Just get out. He might actually try and work back.
I guess he's looking to see if there's a gun somewhere else. I'm surprised he didn't just go pick up that FAMAS at headshot box.
It's got to be said, though. iBUYPOWER's got to do something to slow down the outside push. I mean, it is the key to the map. Unfortunately, they lost that eco round, and that took the op out of Skadoodle's hands. Once Skadoodle gets out there, it will slow it down. But if they let this get out of hand, man, OG is making great work of rotating around the backside of the map. And iBUY's got to be a little bit more aware of that. Whether they put a player in heaven to watch them push over towards Secret, even down in the lockers just to look towards
I actually think they had somebody. I think they had somebody secret stairs, but he didn't make it there in time.
Yeah, didn't peek in time
to catch him doing that play.
Again, Steel getting aggressive. They're going to go for another A1. So iBUYPOWER really going for broke.
Well, he picked that up. That's just a pickup from the last round. This is an eco.
I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. Take it away, man.
I didn't realize he did grab that. But they are up against 5 AK-47s. Not surprising on the T side, especially the way they're playing the map right now. They're trying to get it as close quarters as possible. Smoke's going to go out and hut. That'll slow down. It looks like Lowy as he's trying to push through. And Steel's going to drop right down. Not quite silent in doing so, and that means they'll fire away. 66 HP. Make it 5 as he gets spotted up through the wall there. And he is running very low. And that nade almost catching out on him. He's going to drop in the vents and get well and truly clear of the action. The bomb's rotating back to the outside of the map. It's in the hands of Musambani. He's actually going to drop it over to Flippin right now as they try and coordinate something again to try and get out there. But look, interestingly enough, Skadoodle, although he only has a P250, has fallen all the way back into the CT spawn area. And that means if they do rotate like they have been onto Heaven or Hell, he's going to spot them right away. So at least they'll have positional awareness if they at least don't get a frag. But here comes the coordination. Pop flashes out. Smoke's back on the big garage. This will allow them to at least push into Secret. Doesn't look like they're going to get contested there. But down below are 2 counter-terrorists waiting. No, pardon me. They're actually up in rafters. That's the overlay of the map throwing me off where the bomb sites are stacked. So they should have a relatively uncontested venture into the B site.
Except for this hiding by Steel inside Toxic. Maybe he can get the bomb planner. But with only 5 HP, he could easily just get spammed too, so we'll see.
He could. Patience, patience, patience. I say it so much. Patience is a virtue, and if you can play a cat and mouse game, usually the cat comes out on top. Flippin's going to get the opening frag. That's on AZK as we keep it locked on Steel as the bomb goes down just outside those doors. And if he bides his time, he might be able to pull off a miracle play as Mason's going to get dazed as well, leaving just Skadoodle, Steel, and Swag remaining. Mason's going to get another one. The Roos is coming up big for him right now as he's already picked up a double kill. Skadoodle down and out, and there it is. Swag is over and out as well.
Is he going to try to ninja? Like,
he
what
might
is
try
this?
a ninja, but he's not. I don't think he's going to get it. Lowy's still
There's no way.
Lowy's just sitting outside the doors. If he opens them right now, he's going to be heard. He opens them. Lowy's there. He might just go for exits. Maybe just to get one, but with 5 HP, he's going to lose his gun as well. And they're waiting for him. Oh, what? Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to jump inside the war room with iBUYPOWER, see what they can adjust on the CT side.
Secret. I'm gonna stay with. I'm gonna use a Mag 7 this round, even though I can afford an M4.
Okay. I have no smoke up there, Bryce.
Okay. You want me to smoke?
I just have a rifle. Yeah. I want to play rifle.
I'll smoke.
I'm gonna smoke around and go to Vent Scout.
I'm gonna be late.
I think the quote of that was,
I'm gonna use a Mag 7 anyway.
even though I can afford an M4.
And I've actually seen Steel do this a lot in domestic play on Nuke against North American teams in CEVO and ESEA. Steel loves to use his Mag 7 on this map inside the hut. And I mean, why not? You can still pick up frags with it, especially the way he likes to play. Likes to do that aggressive peek against the dark corner through the doorway or a window. And I mean, the gun pays for itself after 2 frags. So I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I don't know if it's like the smartest play.
He's playing in exactly the position he should, though.
Yeah, I mean, he makes it work for him. At least domestically, I've seen him make it work for him. So I'm curious to see how this pans out. Of course, still 5 AKs across the board for OverGaming. They've done a great job so far on T-side Nuke. Up 3-1, so certainly looking a lot sharper than we saw them in the last one. We had Skadoodle actually playing with the rifle outside, no op this time.
But at least, and this is where I was making the point, at least he's in a position where he can see what they're doing. Because in the past rounds, he hadn't been, and they were just freely rotating around that side. So
yeah, once again, just throwing all these set smokes outside. Same exact thing we've seen from them time and time again so far in this game. We'll see what they can do with it as Flippin is going to catch Steel, trying to be aggressive. So the Mag 7 is not going to come up at all here. And so OverGaming is going to go ahead and start working their way into the upper bomb side. We see him split splitting through Mini from outside as well as a couple through Hut. Lowy getting the frag onto Swag, but Daze is fighting back as best as he can. Daze with 2 frags, actually. Daze with another! Oh my
God.
What a play there from Daze inside the corner by the squeaky door. Comes up with a huge 3K round to finally maybe get iBUYPOWER back on track, but definitely still too soon to tell.
Pros will be pros. That is a round right there. That is Daze making a statement that they want back into this. And then, you know what? It might just be enough to get them back in the battle of the economics. And they will go for 5 rifles. Skadoodle's still not quite in a position where he can get that op out. And you know he wants to because he tried to do it from round number 2. But this at least gives them some territorial awareness and some firepower to fight at range and close down this gap. 3-2 our score. It seems closer on the scoreboard because the pistol round went to iBUYPOWER, but really OG's been doing all the work in the last 3. With the exception of that last round, so see if they can resume. They're going to go all 4 outer. Not any trickery this time. They just want to continue getting presence. But again, getting outer allows you to rotate in so many positions. The smokes are pretty good. Skadoodle, though, through the smoke will take down Moose and Bonnie. That gives them an opportunity here. 1 man up already. They know they're heading towards, yeah, you're right, dead right. A crossfire indeed. Swag over by the vents, and I believe, I'm not sure who that was back on the stairs. Doesn't matter. Swag's going to pop out, take one on Mason. Here comes an incendiary grenade trying to slow it down. It was Daze was the second player, but Lowy's going to push right through that. And pardon me, Lowy's going to push through that. Steel's going to get one on Kiri. That's another one down, so OG's getting mowed as iBUY a little bit more aware this time and rotated down into lower.
Yeah, they just made a better adjustment this time on the outside play, putting that crossfire in the back halls at the Valley as well as behind the vents there. Just a little bit different way to counter the outside aggression they've done in the past. And while it initially didn't work out because Daze actually did get caught and Swag took a lot of damage, it did allow the rest of iBUYPOWER to adjust properly. They held on long enough to let them kind of reset, and so they do find themselves in a 4-on-2 as Flippin and Lowy are going to try to see if they can at least get a bomb plant inside this one. Ooh. And they will, in fact, be able to get the... Oh, no, Swag gets him down. And now it's too late for anything to happen.
Nick of time, they do get it. It looked like they probably had the round secured anyway, but it would have been a big advantage for OverGaming to at least get that extra little bit of money. They are in a situation where they will have to save. They've already got 3 rounds on T side, and they were playing extremely well, but iBUYPOWER has adapted to that outside presence, and it looks like that's made all the difference. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen them go radio or ramp all that convincingly, aside from the one round where Moose and Bonnie went all the way around and flanked them, which was brilliant.
All their plays have incorporated some type of outside presence.
Right, and I think iBUYPOWER has kind of woken up to it. We'll see. Swag's going to be over there by himself this time. It looks like Skadoodle has elected to head in toward the ramp room. He's actually climbing the ladder into heaven right now, so let's see where else to play. Swag, very aggressive, manages to get the bomb down. AZK's already got a frag as well, and Steel's on the board. Moose Bonnie finally responding as he takes down Swag in return outside, but already 2 players remain for OG. Good start by iBUYPOWER as they look for their 3rd successive round. Again, is an eco, so no surprise, but that aggression was strong. That aggression also says to me they know they were ecoing from the very beginning. They're keeping track and keeping tabs on what the money situation is, as any good team should do. Flippin's going to manage to pick up at least 1 rifle and get 1 more frag with it, but that is where it ends as AZK will close out. They claw back into the lead. iBUYPOWER 4-3 over OverGaming. Again, map number 2 already, so iBUY looking to close it out if they can.
Yeah, I mean, iBUYPOWER's in a good state now. They've won the last 3 rounds in a row. They're starting to bank up a little bit of cash here. They're forcing OverGaming to kind of buy out completely and really zero out a lot of their money to keep buying back into this round, especially. Of course, that money bonus is going to start getting close to maximum in that 4th round. So, of course, OverGaming could probably still force next round if they wanted to, but would potentially save if they lose this. And it's kind of allowing iBUYPOWER to get back into the game after having kind of a slow start here so far. We'll see what happens here as we do have OverGaming. Actually, no real outside presence this time other than Flippin just kind of watching for bushes. They really have a lot more emphasis so far here on the upper area, and especially inside the lobby. Mason catches Swag there, so an opening pick comes in for OverGaming. Let's see what they do with it here. I do see Lowy on the T roof. I don't know if he's going to be set up for some type of skybox flashes or something like that. Not really sure what the end game here is for OverGaming, but it seems like they're just kind of content to sit back and see if they can try to counter any more aggression from iBUYPOWER.
Yep, as they just do sit back.
And here come the flashes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're going to pop through the roofs as well, but they didn't break out the windows, so it was blatantly obvious. Those smokes will go down. That's going to try and allow them to get inside the site, but Steel's already pushed on top of the hut, and that means he's beyond them, and there it is, a frag onto Mason as a result.
Right on. So things are going to get slowed down here. We got 38 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like OverGaming now trying to work their way towards ramp, but Skadoodle going to be here with the op. Grabs that first frag, trying to fall back as well. He had AZK rotating there through the turnpike to also catch up, and the bomb is now going to be down as Musa and Bonnie is going to be trying to work in here through this radio side. Spot Skadoodle, but it is going to be a devastating sight there as he's going to get taken out. Steel also catching flipping, and so another buy round does go to iBUYPOWER, 5-3 scoreline.
Yeah, very best Skadoodle. Showing off those op skills up close once again. And now they've definitely got the lead and in control as one more time they go back onto those pistols. Kiri, man, he loves, Kyrie. I've been told 2 different pronunciations. We'll go with Kyrie. How about that? I'll adapt to you. You're probably correct because I'm Sadokist. God knows how good I am with names. But Kyrie really loves the Deagle. He's the only player that consistently brings it out on pistol rounds. And to be fair, he's done pretty well with it. He's gotten probably 3 or 4 frags. There it is. Skadoodle outside. Gonna find Musa and Bonnie. He's already up on the rafters, firing away through the floor. He gets another one, and Swag's also got a double as well. So the 2 S's on the board. Steel, where are you, buddy? Call in with 1, and it's a triple S battle right now. And Swag closes out with a hat trick onto Kyrie. And that's going to make it 6-3.
Yeah, it seems like iBUYPOWER is starting to hit their stride. They've went ahead and won 5 rounds in a row. They seem to have a lot of momentum behind them, but now OverGaming has hit that maximum loss bonus, and they are going to be able to go ahead and buy this round. Of course, they'll be able to continue to buy really until they win a round, unless they decide to save for an op or something like that, which doesn't seem to be on their agenda. I haven't seen them pull out an op at all so far on this T side, so I don't think
it might be worth it if they consistently had problems with Skadoodle outside and they thought it was the only way to counter it, but Skadoodle's been working back and forth between this and ramp, so they really don't have thought of that. I can't imagine. I mean, they might have, but.
And now you're really seeing the money come into effect for iBUYPOWER, who is just stacking it up. They're able to afford the luxuries of continuously mollying and nading that hut to prevent early upper pushes. Actually nading through into Squeaky Hall as well, trying to disrupt OverGaming just a little bit here. As I do see Mason and Kyrie with actually some mollies in their equipment, so I'm kind of curious to see what kind of set play they have to do with it. It seems like they're setting up once again for some outside smokes, which means Skadoodle. The smokes that they throw seem to block off Heaven and CT Spawn from spotting the cross in the secret. So I don't know if they're also going to throw one big garage, but
yeah,
they
been
are
fading to the right. They've been pretty on point with their smokes, but you're right. There's been a couple rounds when they fade off to the left side.
Those shots actually weren't too far off from inside the smoke, but we are going to see OverGaming able to use these smokes to block off Skadoodle there. But Daze is going to be on the secret stairs, but he's starting to fall back. He sees a lot of pressure, but he's going to be right here. Can he make it happen? No!
Wow.
Great play there from Lowy, but Swag able to respawn right back with 3 of his own, but Mason comes right back at him as well, but he's all alone is the issue. So a great recovery there from Swag, picking up the 3 frags after Daze falls, and Skadoodle going to be waiting with the op outside to finish the job. And so now we do see, of course, like I said, OverGaming still certainly able to buy. Skadoodle is definitely top fragging up there, 13-5. Swag not too far behind, 10-8. Pretty tight frag distribution, except for maybe Daze, who's a little bit lower than everyone else, but not by a crazy amount or anything. So definitely great play here from iBUYPOWER. Now they're starting to get back to business with 6 rounds in a row.
6 rounds in a row, but again, like you said, that gives the money bonus firmly in the hands of OG. They've got the rifles on the board again. It looks like they're going to try and just set it up a little bit differently. I haven't seen, aside from the opening plays where they were working the outside perimeter and flanking, I haven't seen any creativity since. They did smoke through the roof windows, but they did it late. The glass broke. They were well aware of the situation. Steel pushed through it. They've got to get a little bit more organized with some secondary play, whether it's a fake on ramp, whether it is, as we saw, which main team was it? Mythic or Sapphire Kelowna that took the windows out from spawn?
Yeah.
They were out before you could even get there, firmly giving them the opportunity so that they could get flashes in there without being heard. So just something a little bit more creative might help right now. As you can see already, Steel and Swag doing pretty good work, taking down Flippin' and Mason. Kyrie's going to go back into Steel, pardon me. Skadoodle gets one, and AZK closes out on the round, 8-3 now. And iBUYPOWER are for cementing their lead, should be said. This is drying cement too.
Right, so we do see OverGaming actually kind of forcing out a little bit here. I see a Galil ball by Musa and Bonnie, an AK from Mason, another Galil coming in there from Flippin'. So they are going to have not quite the full arsenal. In fact, they don't really have a lot of grenades either. They're just 4 flashes between all 5 players on that team. Or actually, that's a decoy on Lowy, so it's really only 3 flashes. Well, 2 actually. This Flippin' and Moose and Bonnie have 1. They're going for a quick upper rush, but those mollies have been consistent from iBUYPOWER, and it is going to do a lot of damage. Kyrie just trapped in the corner here with 3 HP. Meanwhile, Swag has lit up a couple. Steel on top of the rafters, gets the bomb down there, and Kyrie is going to be forced alone yet again, and AZK catches him in the lobby. And I'm surprised OverGaming actually tried that. iBUYPOWER has been consistently mollying, or I guess incendiary grenading, Hut, like I think the last 3 or 4 rounds in a row. So
pop the molly.
So I don't know if we should condone that type of.
I was talking Molotov.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's incendiary grenade.
It is an incendiary grenade. It is.
I wasn't implying it.
Does it matter? Can we just say they fired it or something? Like, can we
it.
come to a consensus? Either way, I'm just surprised OverGaming tried to plow through that. I mean, iBUYPOWER's been throwing it every round.
Skadoodle's actually going to look at this. He's going to change it up a little bit right now as he throws the op up into heaven. That'll give him a different perspective, and it actually might work out as OG has looked to inner this time. Not much outside presence whatsoever. Only 1 player lurking around out there. That's going to be Flippin', who's just trying to see if there would be any opportunity. So far, none. As Steel falling back on the rafters, trying to look through that broken squeaky door, just see if he can spot up any footprints, any shiny boots to fire away at, but nothing. Again, passive play. OG falling back. Looks like they actually are going to work collectively toward the ramp room. Skadoodle's over there. And again, he will fire out an incendiary grenade, although I'm not sure that went far enough through the smoke. I think that immediately got extinguished. He does get 1 with the op, but Kyrie's already in, takes down Daze. Moose and Bonnie's going to respond with 1, but AZK on the rotation from Turnpike picks up a double, and that's going to slow things down significantly and give enough time for the full rotation from the CT players. Steel's going to come down from heaven, and I believe that Swag is already down below, so it's a pinch situation. OG stuck on the ramp room, and Flippin' and Lowy are going to go down. Let's see what iBUYPOWER have to say about their swift turn of events in this match.
We got so much money. Like, AKs are more important.
Sure. Let me buy you. No.
Give
Give me. Silence. There you go, Molly. Such an obvious ramp play. I think they're gonna try to go mini or something. Just play heaven, so just play heaven.
That was the only round that worked for them, the mini.
Yeah, so here to kind of talk about some of the patterns that I noticed from OverGaming, as we are seeing them actually force Cleos on all 5 players. They do all have head armor as well.
And 3 incendiary grenades out. AZK actually popped a flash off the spawn just so we could buy 1, so they are going for that to slow down OG a lot.
Looks like they're trying to go back for their bread and butter outside plays. We do see a lot gathered up there, trying to throw those set smokes to blanket off Skadoodle's op as well, to try to work their way in the secret. But the thing is, Scott's playing a spot where he should actually be able to look over the smoke and maybe catch these Terrace as they try to cross in. But there is Lowy throwing the smoke, but he grabs the bomb. He's actually coming back to the lobby, so I don't know if it's some type of fake or what they're really looking for out of this.
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, it has been interesting. We talked, I mean, we praised them for being creative on them. Oh, they got by.
They got by him, yeah.
They did get by Skadoodle. That's going to change things. This goes back to their plays that they were trying in the early rounds where they can get map control from behind. Yeah. And if they can pull this off, Mason and Moose and Bonnie have both been really good at pushing through. Again, it's them. Swag looks like he might catch out Moose. Ooh. Oh, what a shot. Mason down and out. As I thought it was actually Moose and Bonnie that was pushed forward, but he does get him there through the door. And that's going to basically thwart all opportunity. Moose and Bonnie again trying to be cheeky. Skadoodle still up above. AZK gets aggressive, pops out. Oh, I thought he was going to actually not complete that frag, but he does. A mere 6 HP left for him as he tries to rotate back around and find somewhere else he can support his teammates. Flippin' and Lowy, the only 2 left. They are in the lower bomb site, but there are players swarming all around. Actually, I take that back. iBUYPOWER rotated back to upper. I'm not sure they were convinced it was going to go lower. Lowy's still just sitting back on ramp. He's going to catch out AZK with that 6 HP. He takes him down. Bomb is planted, but Steel's going to take down Flippin' and call on Lowy, and he's going to have to just sit back right now and try desperately. He's already Daze on the bomb site. He's down to 12 HP. Fire away a grenade. Fire through the what is this, trolling? I'm not sure. I think that was Swag trolling. But nonetheless, Swag secures the kill. The bomb is defused. 10-3. Pardon me, 11-3 our score. And it is the last round of the half. Again, that money bonus will continue for OG, meaning they can get guns, but they're going to have to buy out and get a little desperate.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they can win this last round, it's still not, like, totally a lost cause for them to try to come back in this game. They definitely need a pistol in the next half to try to start clawing their way back in, but it's almost kind of like deja vu. Definitely, once again, a commanding lead by iBUYPOWER in the first half to start things off. And we'll just have to see what happens here as Molly's once again being preset there towards that squeaky door, trying to prevent any type of quick upper rushes, which OverGaming's really only tried once. We do see Swag battling it out here through the door, touches down Lowy there. Steel and AZK also pick up some frags as Daze just presses all the way through. They think they actually have the bomb secured, and Kyrie once again finds himself alone here in a 1-on-5. What a way to end the first half. Certainly a tough thing to try to do, but we'll see if he can make it happen. But no steal right there waiting for him at Squeaky. And so first half is going to be iBUYPOWER up 12-3. But if OverGaming can, you know, get the pistol and not get ecoed, maybe get like 6-12. If there's any map that you can make a crazy come from behind on CT side, this is that map.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, not knowing much about OverGaming, we were kind of led to believe they were a CT side. At least I know you've done a little bit of research, but I was led to believe they are a CT-sided team. Again, we are on a map they now know, although they're in a very similar situation to they were on Cash, pardon me.
See, the only problem is if they lose pistol and they can't somehow like sneak around in.
Oh, it's over.
What's going to wind up happening is if iBUYPOWER can win the first, then obviously OverGaming will probably eco, and then they'll go 13-3, then probably 14-3, and then at that point, OverGaming just has to buy what they can to prevent game point.
Absolutely. I also want to say, OverGaming needs to take this as a warm-up. They are the 4th seed. They're going against iBUYPOWER, which, sure, the Euro North America. iBUYPOWER is a world-class team. And this is the first time they've been on North American soil. They didn't know they were coming to this event late. They've still got loser bracket, lower bracket. I shouldn't be demeaning to them. But if they get into the lower bracket, at least they can take something from this, get it out of the nerves. I'm not saying give up completely yet, but they should still try and salvage what they can.
The only problem is Nip lurks in the lower bracket, and that's
but
bad news for
everyone. I have no expectation for OG, and I think that honestly this could be a really good experience for them to get a global
Oh,
land
absolutely.
under their belt. So
yeah. Practice for the future, for sure.
Absolutely. But we'll see how they. I mean, they seem very clever at times, and you never know. They can pull something off.
They had a cool pistol round, especially. On
and 12-3 for Nuke. It seemed worse because it was 3-1, and they lost out the half. But 12-3 is not necessarily a bad score on Nuke. I've seen teams do it. In fact, I think Complexity against iBUYPOWER in the regular season ended up in a similar situation. I think you were casting that one. So, and it actually was a comeback for iBUYPOWER. Pistols firing. Not much action as they are going to jump down over Tweaky. Swag's going to lead the rush. He's going to go right over top of Mini, catching out Musambani, who is also flashed and smoked off there. That's going to give him the opening frag. Kayari here spots up one as he hears him come through lockers, but Swag continuing on as he pushes right through. And they're going to go all the way under Hell and try and work on the ramp as 2 teammates below Steel. And I believe that's Dazed work inside of the bomb site from Lowe. And there it is. AZK is going to take down Lowy, rotating around, leaving all flipping here, coming in from the ramp. Nice shot. One tap onto AZK. They've definitely got the aim. They get a second one onto Dazed. The bomb's already down, though. So he's going to have to do some pretty serious work with 12 HP. And Swag says, no way, as he picks up yet another hat trick. A great round by Braxton.
Right on. I mean, that's obviously very tough for OverGaming. Like I said, they're going to be forced just to kind of eco here, which is going to give a great opportunity for iBUYPOWER to get to 14-3, and then they're basically just going to have to buy anything that they can from Awesome, Silence Them 4, you know, just whatever they can to try to go ahead and contend to prevent iBUYPOWER from getting to that.
I also want to say our viewers have picture-in-picture right now. You can see it. Big smiles on the face for iBUYPOWER, managers involved, high fives going around, and pretty silent and kind of numbed faces from OverGaming. They came a long way for this, and I don't think they were quite expecting this in the first matchup. But again, still lots of opportunity. Anything can happen at ESEA land, man. This is such a close-knit group of teams, these 8 teams, that anything can happen.
I just wonder if OverGaming's going to look back on this and think, man, we really screwed up that veto system on this set.
You did mention that, and it is interesting, and there's probably some questions to be asked. We'll have to find out a little bit more about that, but you got to take what you got. You got to roll with the punches. You're in the situation. You can't dwell on that. Play the game. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it's not going to be on their minds until much later. So already the round underway, though. Flipping down and out. And Daze is going to catch one out on Lowy there. Nice Pokeball. Catching him.
You had to do one.
I had to do one.
I'll let this one slide, but the rest of the land, I need no more Pokeball.
It's one a day. One a day.
One a day? Okay.
It's my thing. I gotta have a weird quirk. That's my thing. So already we face overtime points in a very similar situation. It was 16-3 on the first map. We could be facing a very similar score.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically the match right here. I mean, if iBUYPOWER wins this, it's most likely over. I hate to be, like, pessimistic, but in this situation, it would be tough to try to... I mean, I guess, like I said, there's any map you could do it on CT side, it would be this one. So hopefully OverGaming can make something happen here with these FAMASs. But we do see Skadoodle getting pretty aggro with this op at ramp. Just misses that shot. That smoke is going to come up. And so Skadoodle will go ahead and back off. And iBUYPOWER will just kind of reset and play careful here. But some flashes coming in. They're trying to work their way through Squeaky. There's going to be Mason here, who does pick up Daze. But Skadoodle trying to recover. He does grab the bomb, and he kind of falls back here for now. Going to pass it back. And so far, a decent job here, especially that opening pick from Mason. Certainly a good job to help OverGaming out into this round. As Skadoodle's actually trying to pick Big Garage now, too. Now he's working his way back around to ramp, where Kyrie is going to be waiting with that FAMAS. So Skadoodle's just kind of floating around. He's trying to look for picks through hut window, through Squeaky. Now he's working his way, like I said, towards ramp. He's going to have a teammate with him here as they just slowly work their way in as he peeks that turnpike. There is one CT here. He's going to be on that lower ramp, though not committed. And here comes the push out by iBUYPOWER. As you can see, Kyrie just smartly falling back into the lower bomb site, not committing here. And so I'm liking the movement of OverGaming here. They seem to be adjusting pretty well after their opening pick to what iBUYPOWER's throwing. We actually have one CT here in dark corner. Steel's going to check it, though, but he can't get the frag. What a great play there from Kyrie. Kyrie does eventually get traded out, and we are going to see iBUYPOWER start looking to try to plant this bomb at lower. Skadoodle getting smoked out, so unable to land the op shot there, but they still do have now a 3-on-3 situation. They need to get this bomb planted, though. There's only 13 seconds left on the clock, so they need to go, and they need to do it now. He will just go ahead and plant inside the smoke. OverGaming trying to go ahead and start this retake as AZK is going to try to haul off the ramp flank, but won't be able to do so. And now it's all up to Swag. Can he clutch it to push it to game point? 1 versus 3. Spots one on the ramp. Does a lot of damage. Does get the frag, but now he's going to get pushed by 2, and that's just too much. He didn't even have enough ammo left in the clip after that frag, and we'll listen in to iBUYPOWER now to see how they react to what just happened there.
Well, I should have a lot more kills than I do, so.
Fuck, they completely over-rotated on that, by the way. Like, as soon as we went ramp, the guy dropped lower, and the guy rotated down from heaven to hell.
I need a reticle. I need a reticle. Yeah. They have an op here, guys. They have an op.
We can do our 4-1 outside with smokes.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Steel read that pretty much perfect on what OverGaming actually did.
Yep. Also calling out the op already on Musambani. I knew he picked it up from Skadoodle, so their awareness is strong. The force is strong with iBUYPOWER. We'll see if they can capitalize on it as they still look to secure the overtime point. 14-4 now our score. And OverGaming doing everything they can. Did he spot that?
Swag spotted him, but Flip has no idea. I thought he would have saw him, but
that's unfortunate because he's in a very vulnerable. It works beautifully.
That's why they naded him. He's stuck there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot if they don't know you're there, but as soon as they do, you're in a lot of trouble.
Now they're smoking off any support he could have, except for this catwalk player.
Nade? No, not enough. 30 HP though. He's very low.
Yeah, Musambani's actually in a good. Oh, he misses the shot, and AZK grabs the kill on the flipping.
Oh no, he fell down as well. This is rough. Oh. Okay, AZK just walked into a gunshot there.
That's
I don't even think. Unbelievable. Yeah, a little bit of luck there. Mason's going to get it on Steel. That leaves just, looks like Skadoodle pushing back into the big garage right now. Musambani trying to figure out exactly where he's gone. He should be aware with his teammate down below. Oh, what a great shot on the top of Mini, and Musambani's going to show off some Spanish flair right now. A little bit of hula dancing. That's not even Spanish, but great shots by him. A huge double, 180 style, and takes down 2. And that's going to secure yet another round. There's still a little bit of fight left in this.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. I mean, the thing is Flippin got trapped in that corner, and Musambani realized that and kind of put himself in a position to try to help bail Flippin out. And it worked out perfectly, though he did fall off the balcony, and that was a little bit rough. He recovered perfectly and wound up getting a lot of frags in that round and really kind of continued his push for OverGaming. They won the last couple in a row. And so this is, like I said, if you can get the momentum rolling, there's definitely still a chance here for OverGaming, though Musambani is going to miss that first pick outside. Swag and company going to try to work their way maybe towards Mini, but Musambani does land the shot, and now Mason is here to support with the M4. Of course, this is an eco for iBUYPOWER, so definitely a great opportunity for OverGaming to just go ahead and keep it going, as Lowy and Mason are just going to go ahead and potentially finish off the round. Skadoodle does slip in through the vents, but I think he's getting chased, and he does in fact get taken down there by Mason. So that's now 6-14. I mean, based on what we did here in the war room earlier, it seemed like iBUYPOWER wasn't too stressed out. They still were kind of laughing, and
when
you
got
know,
that many rounds, there's no need to get up in arms about it. Stay relaxed, stay cool, and have some fun. You gotta need. If you stop having fun too early in a tournament like this, it's gonna bite you later on. So take advantage of the situation. At the same time, let it get too far in a hand.
Yeah, I mean, I would think iBUYPOWER doesn't really start worrying unless OverGaming can get to like maybe 10 rounds or something like that.
Exactly what I was gonna say was 10 rounds.
So So we're going to see what happens here. Daze is actually going to get the opening pick. So is Steel. As they're just going to plow their way into upper. Skadoodle already looking to try to get this bomb plant. We're going to see Kyrie trying to rotate in here through the heaven. Lots of grenades and stuff like that going out here. As AZK is going to be watching that radio flank. As Steel actually spotted Musambani with the op over towards this ramp room area here. As he's just kind of patrolling around with the op. I don't know if OverGaming really is going to have a good chance at trying to retake this, but now it's a 3-on-4, and Kyrie makes it a 3-on-3 actually. Steel fights right back, but Kyrie keeping it going, and he's now all alone in a 1 versus 2, and he does actually come up with 4 frags in that round, which was very impressive actually, but unfortunately for him, the rest of his team kind of faltered, and in the end, iBUYPOWER still secured the round to make it a game point situation, 15-6 scoreline.
Absolutely, yep. No, so no prisoners taken whatsoever there. Match point we sit on now, overtime point secured, so sometimes it eludes you that last round when you get too comfortable, but they wanted to get that one out of the way, and we'll see how they choose to stalk their prey in this match. As OG gonna go ahead and grab as many rifles as possible. 4 A1s on the board, so they prefer to go silenced. As Kyrie, the only one, again, he's that deep player. He's loud and proud as he's gonna grab onto that M4A4. Smoke's already deployed in radio. Skadoodle patiently waiting for that. Mason's going to get the first frag. That's on AZK and Hut. Dave's just going to try and spam away and take down the 19 HP Mason, but he hops back and gets behind the silo. That's going to give him an opportunity to reposition himself and allow the 5-on-4 situation to resume. No trade, so advantage OG early on already. As iBUYPOWER looking to find a way in. Yes, Swag's got a round outside. This gives a little bit of a wrap opportunity, and he's well aware of exactly where Lowy is. He gets 1, he gets 2 on Mason. Good play. Musambani's finally going to take him down, but his work is done. He gets 2. Skadoodle now is going to get another one as Steel takes down Musambani, and it's all on Kyrie. We've said it 2 times. He's all by himself, and there it is. Skadoodle with the headshot to close it out, as he will finish on top.